Does anyone ever have the experience of going to bed very, very happy to hit the pillow, smile on your face, and then at 2 a.m. something really upsetting happens? Within just a few seconds, life goes from being really, really sweet to you losing your job, compromised health, homelessness, and death. Does anyone else share that experience with me? Are you all judging me right now? You are. What is this guy talking about? Anyone ever have chatter in the middle of the night? Keep you up? Right? One of the really pernicious problems here is that if we have chatter, it can sometimes make it really hard to sleep. And if you don't sleep, that can make it really hard to manage your chatter. So sleep and chatter are intertwined. Here is what I do to manage my chatter. It's called mental time travel. So when this happens to me, I don't go downstairs and make a warm cup of tea and read a book. I jump into this mental time travel machine that I possess, and I ask myself, how am I going to feel about this tomorrow morning? Now, for those of you who experience chatter in the middle of the night, is it ever as bad the next morning when you wake up? You've had your wonderful cup of caffeine and your brain is fully awake? It rarely is. In the middle of the night, your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that helps you regulate your emotions, it's effectively under janitorial care. It is being cleaned. It's really hard to think objectively about our problems at that point. When you jump into this mental time travel machine, you ask yourself, how am I going to feel about this tomorrow morning, next week, next year, 10 years from now? What that does is it makes accessible the idea that what you're experiencing, as awful as it may actually be, it will eventually improve because all of our emotions improve with time. And you, of course, have lived through that experience millions of times throughout your life. We experience a big emotion, and then as time goes on, it eventually fades. Now, we lose sight of that when we're in the midst of experiencing chatter, because the chatter focuses us in on the awfulness of the situation. But jumping into that mental time travel machine that we all possess and asking ourselves, how am I going to feel about this tomorrow, next week, 10 years from now? That's us. It's like a psychological jujitsu move that makes it clear that things are going to get better. And once you have that idea, that gives you hope. And hope is a really powerful tonic for helping people manage their chatter.